Hello and welcome back. Today's video is all about dealing with the likes of seasonal affective disorder as we approach autumn and coming into winter and stuff. I very much feel this. I tend to get quite down of myself. I basically want to hibernate. I know we all kind of feel a bit tired, but I get really tired. I tend to be hard to deal with. I just want to hide. I get really down. I become so demotivated. It just knocks me on my rear end, to be frank. So over the years, I have gradually figured out ways of dealing with it, and I have to keep making myself enforce them because it is hard when you just don't want to do anything. It can be really hard. So I thought I would share with you 5 things. I was almost about to say 4. 5 things that help me get through, and maybe you can share what you do. I have loads, but these are the top 5 that I always go back to and that help keep me going. So first of all, get out for a walk. Now, if it's a really crappy day, it can be really hard to make yourself go outside, but you need whatever daylight you can get your hands on. So if it's a rainy day, convince yourself to go out, because then you're going to come back and you're going to have a nice hot bath and a cup of tea. If it's a beautiful day, it is so easy to get outside. If you don't have anywhere nice that you want to walk around, get a bus. Get out of town, go to one of the big parks that's nearby, maybe visit a friend that lives in the countryside, go for a walk out that way, or if you know the surrounding areas, go for a walk in the countryside if you can. Just being outside and being in nature and that kind of stuff can do so much good. I cannot express that enough. So if you can force yourself to get out for a walk, do it. And often it's kind of nice to go out for a walk in the rain. Try and look at it as a positive thing. Put on really good walking boots or a pair of wellies and go splash in some puddles. If you have a dog, or if you don't have a dog and your friend has a dog, borrow a friend's dog. Go for a walk with a dog. It is hilarious. Just getting outside will work wonders. Number 2, do some nice food and drinks and things. I recently found a recipe for making your own pumpkin spice. Now, I'm not a fan of Starbucks due to ethical reasons, and I really want to try a pumpkin spice latte, but I don't want to go to Starbucks for it. So my plan is to make this DIY pumpkin spice and to make my own latte, because again, I'm not a big fan of dairy, so I'm going to try it with some almond milk or something like that and do it that way. So I'm going to try a new recipe. I'm going to try a new food thing. So it's a really good time of the year to start digging out good comfort food, but see if you can maybe make a twist in it. Try different herbs in it, or try it with a different veg or different meat or different sauce. Try something different and take the time to make something good for yourself, because that all by itself is quite rewarding. I'm aware it disappears in a few minutes, but doing something for yourself like that is really nice, and you get something tasty out of it. And if it's not tasty, well, at least you know for next time. But actively making some nice food and hot drinks is a really nice way. And also try different syrups in your hot chocolate for different flavors. Instead of buying the different flavored things, make a nice hot chocolate. And you know, you can get these syrups for coffees and things. Really nice in your hot chocolate. Gingerbread one, particularly fine, would definitely recommend it. So try that out. Number 3. Do a bit of DIY. Now, it doesn't have to be painting a bedroom or any kind of nonsense like that. I mean more along the things that you would have done in the summer, but you were too busy being outside and doing other things. So for example, I have an enormous pin board that I want to put up as part of my little office space in our living room. So I'm going to make sure I paint that, and I'm going to gradually just add the various images that I want to, and I'm going to have this pin board to inspire me. On grey days, I can look at the fact that we're going travelling, and I'm going to have images of travel up there. I'm going to have something that is going to make me happy, so distracting myself by doing some DIY. We also have some chairs that need, I'm looking at the chair, that needs sanding down and revarnishing. I'm going to try and do that. So actively doing a project to distract your brain is another way of just rewarding yourself, because at the end you have this cool thing that you have made. It's really cool. So in the past I've also done things like create designs on candle holders. That I was going to check out these candle holders because they came with a candle in them and that's burnt out. So instead I got the wax out and tipped them on their end and painted them. So you can do something like that. I will try and link that video. It's a really old video, be warned, but it's an idea. Pinterest is great for DIY ideas. Go and look something up. Try a new skill, try something new. Why not? You're going to be stuck indoors as the days get even darker and shorter. So why not try something new? Do something different. The 4th thing is get comfy as well. I like to get myself really thick, chunky socks, and I make sure I have a good book and a nice comfy blanket. I have my slanget, which I love because it has sleeves and everything. I love wearing that, and I will have the hot chocolate that I've made or whatever nice drink I may have decided to make, and I will get comfy for a few hours. I don't need to watch the telly. I prefer, if I can, just to read a book at least sort of once a week, particularly on the weekends when I know I've got a bit of time, to read a book for a while, all snuggled up, light some candles. Now, different people pamper themselves in different ways, so maybe you want to have a bath instead, or have a face mask, that kind of stuff. I do that all year round, but in winter time I get to put on all the snuggly clothes and get really cozy and feel really just warm and toasty and comfortable, all the good things. So do a bit of that. Make sure you get yourself, maybe you need new socks, maybe you need some extra fluffy socks. Fluffy socks always win. But do something to make yourself feel comfortable and warm without maybe necessarily turning on the heating, because that can dry out your skin. But if you need to, turn on the heating. But yeah, just make yourself really comfortable. So the fifth thing is to get planning, and this kind of ties back to my pin board, but I'm planning to go traveling in a few months, so I'm gonna have a nice long-term goal, but also have some shorter term goals, whether it's a few weeks or a month or whatever. So whether that is you're going to make sure you read this particular book in a month, or you're going to make sure you have sanded down those chairs by Christmas, or you are going to have learned a new skill. Give yourself some achievable goals that will help keep you moving forward, so you're not going to be stagnating and just brewing and getting more and more morbid and maybe a bit depressed. So try and give yourself things that are going to keep you moving, and talk about them to people. So tell them, oh, I'm learning this new thing, and maybe then they will ask you how you're getting on with it. So it's a way of keeping yourself accountable. So definitely plan for the future. It'll give you something to look forward to, and know that you're going to come out the other end of these dark few months and it's going to be absolutely grand. You've got then the spring coming, so it'll not be long. But yeah, just focus on moving forward. Just keep yourself, like I said, they don't have to be massive goals. You don't have to plan to take over the world. It can be just as simple as reading a book or learning this particular new thing. So those are my 5 tips. What tips would you like to share? Let me know down below. Let's start a conversation. I am always open to new things. If you want to hear some more on the topic, you can let me know and I can do a follow-up video. But that's it. Thanks a million for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please tell all your friends, and I will see you in my next video.